So let's work through a full compile, assemble, load and run on our CPU. So we can open up Visual Studio Code Editor and we have a program here ending in .rmg. This is a program which is written in a high-level language. So this is the program here that we use in order to generate the sine function. Timothy generated this program for us, so thank you very much for doing that. Now you can have a read through it yourself and you can see it looks very much C type code. But we're not interested in at the moment of describing all the details of the coding. We just want to see how the design cycle actually works. So we have the RMG file here and we can click on the terminal and we can click on run task and we can compile. So when we do this, not only does it work through the compiling, it also works through the assembly. And you can see here it says assembly successful. So it will have generated the assembled file here, which is plot sin.asm. So we can open that up and we can have a look at it. So you can see here that we have the assembled file and it's written in our assembly language. Now we're also going to have a machine code file under the .mc folder. So we can go down to plotsin.mc. So this is the machine code file. Now we can go in and load the file into our CPU. Open, and you can see under the MC we have the plotsin.mc. So I can OK this here and you can see it's loaded the machine code into the RAM. We can then go ahead and we can go to simulate. We'll change the tick frequency to the highest level and we can come down and we can do tick, auto tick enable. So that's it started to run through the machine code, and we can go in and we can look at it actually running within the machine. So we can see the ROM, we can see the RAM, and we can drop down into the CPU. And the CPU, we can see we've got the ALU, the control section, a floating point unit, all of our registers, instruction address register, instruction register, memory address register, and we've got the control section here. And in the control section we've got our counter, and we've got all of our enables along the left, all the sets along the right, and we've got our micro-coded ROM here. And you can see here it's working through all of the individual microcodes for each of the instructions. Now it takes probably about an hour or so for us to draw a full sine function, but you can see here if we zoom in, we've generated the very first point. So this is the very first point in our sine function. The next point will arrive up here and it will continue up and down, and it will go through 2 full cycles. So you can see that we've got everything that we need within our CPU, and the really neat thing is we also have a floating point unit. So this is the floating point unit here, and we've got a floating point multiply, we've got add subtract, a square root, a division, and also a conversion unit here. So the videos are going together at the moment, covering all of the details for this CPU, and hopefully everything should be available relatively soon. So thank you for listening. I'll get you on the next video. Goodbye.